خلي حياتك أسهل، احجز سيارة توصلك من كريم الآن.
You're Adam from New York Times doing a story for Iraq. Why are you here? Why are you doing this? Brief us about this.
So I've been really intrigued by the history of the Iraq team for a long time. To be completely honest, I was in the United States Army.
Okay.
So it's kind of a little bit of there's some irony here that I'm doing this story. So a few years ago, I was doing another story in Iraq, in northern Iraq, and I came across the story of the 2007 Asian Cup and all of this, and I started to research it really deeply. So we came here to start filming this bigger documentary, and we said, okay, we're going to be here. Why don't we write a story as well for the Times, you know, about, and that's, you know, we haven't found what the angle of that story is yet, because we just landed and then we can't get into the stadium. But
When you were at the army, were you in 2007 in Iraq when the team won the tournament?
I was not. I was there in 2008.
Okay, 2008. So
Yes.
a year later.
A year later.
All right, and obviously you've researched the story behind the team. This is a new generation. In fact, there's only one player who's a third goalkeeper. He's still from that generation, still plays. So again, I want to know what inspired you to do this, apart from just wanting to hear a story, or let me say, what interests you? What's the most interesting bit for you in looking at Iraq soccer team, as you call it, soccer?
I mean, to be completely honest, I think that the first time that I heard the story of the 2007 Cup, I thought it was the most beautiful story I'd ever heard in my life. And so, you know, I went back to the States and I started, you know, flying around the country trying to convince people, hey, we got to make this film. And that was maybe 4 years ago. And so, you know, we just landed here, and what about it is so intriguing? I mean, just the fact that a soccer team was able to pull off something that the politicians in the American military and, you know, billions and trillions of dollars weren't able to accomplish. And what is so incredible about that story is that it was the Iraqis doing it organically from within. It wasn't imposed. You know, through researching this story, and it completely changed my perspective about Iraq. It changed my perspective about the war. And
How about your colleague?
What about me? Why am I here? I love football.
Soccer or football?
I am from the States, but I call it football. Yeah. That's the real word for it. Yeah. And yeah, and I like the Middle East as well. I think there's a rich heritage, rich history here that I absolutely love and want to be here for that. His producer reached out to me to see if I wanted to be a part of the project, and he said those two words, and I said, yeah, I'm in. What is it? Let's go do it. So he's the brain and the passion behind the project, and I signed on to help him out.
so we're meeting with Nashat tomorrow.
Oh, you are? Okay.
So it's going to be a book, a documentary, and
What do you think? Can Iraqi make history again in this championship?
I'm hoping so. I mean, yeah, I think definitely that there's a chance. Definitely there's a chance, for sure. I mean, they have big, you know, it's a big, you know, shoes to fill, and, you know, a long shadow that team casts, but I think, like, you know, it's in the blood. They can do it. They can pull it off, you know.
All right, great.
Hey, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Taste the feeling.